Hey everybody, Coach Guess here back. We're on to another map. This is King's Row. We're going to do 2 rounds of King's Row to give both teams a chance to attack and defend. I did some evil things. So the blue team here on defense has a guy named Fiction Q. While he's not like full-on pro gamer, definitely has that level of talent, and plays a really mean Widowmaker, like literal top 1% of the player base. Widowmaker. The problem is that Widowmaker can't shoot through walls. So I told him, please go Widow and wipe the floor as much as you can. And likewise, I told the red team of, hey, use a different route to get away from the Widowmaker. So this is a bit of a boss fight, frankly. Once he gets warmed up, you'll see some of the shots this guy hits. But also using the map, geometry as a resource. Now in all hilarity, Zero's over here trying to take a Widow duel. Don't get it twisted, Zero's a really good player. And he may even get the better of him occasionally. But Fiction is that top 1%. Yep, there he goes. And kind of what I was talking about on New Junk City, as far as engaging together. So, losing a player early or not engaging together can lead to an imbalance. Widowmaker alone just turned this into a 5v3 without using an ultimate or anything like that. And then Landon, ooh, getting some good punches on the tank. And Fat Cat getting some clickies in there. Alrighty. Now this is a bit evil. The red team can't see this, but Widowmaker up here on this high edge is just evil. Innocent Bean on the Widowmaker. A very serviceable hit scan player. Saw some of his work on Ash last round. And then, okay, that's a good rotation. You see these folks running through the building. Yes, there's a good chance that you lose the fight and you just get beat by a better Widowmaker. Those close quarters fights, those put Widow at a disadvantage. Hanzo's spam arrows stand a pretty decent shot of winning that duel. Or Kiriko's, either you can just like spray and pray kunai chucking it, you're gonna have a better chance than trying to play this pixel poke battle at distance. Here's the play from Sigma. Gets a whole bunch of people thrown around. Trying to get the support with a great target choice. And almost keeps the tank up. So far, so good. That's some great support play. Yeah, from Cheese Wizard and TJ, that was some really good support play. Just barely got outgunned by Ana and Ramatra on the other side. And the Cheese Wizard's getting out. Awesome. I need to pull Cheese Wizard on here sometime. Like, how did you pick your name of Cheese Wizard? Yep. There goes Fiction again. Just clicky. Sending players back to spawn. So, in all practicality, what we're looking at from the attacker standpoint is we need to either get through here or get through here. Occasionally, there are some heroes, either Flyers or Tracer or Junkrat, that can come over this way. You want to exert pressure in a different spot that forces this Widowmaker to rotate. And it's not so much of like, oh, I have to run away or I'm going to lose, but rather of, I can't safely keep this spot because there's a Winston. Ooh, good pick for Hanzo. Double Kitsunes. I like how the ultimate is designed, and it's terrifying because it really just becomes both teams that stand in are superpowered, but also creates a dangerous space. We're killing it. Oh, there goes another one. And another one, and another one. Oof.
60 seconds.
And interesting engagement, disengagement. Clearly thought about it. Uh-oh. Widow Sight duel. But yeah, that was a spot where the Ramatra could have engaged a little more, but also disengaging to stay safe and not feed or overextend was really responsible. Oof.
30 seconds.
Fiction doing fiction things. Here's Kiriko and Ramatra running on the side. Is this going to work? Okay, Kiriko getting another flank on the side. Getting some kunai damage. Okay, TPing out safe for the team. Good dragon to get on the point, but doesn't get anybody. Still effective. We've got all these ultimates going on. Soldier. Hanzo jumps. Ooh, 1v1, 2v1. And gets that one. Now it's just Hanzo Widow. Hanzo Lucio. Oh, then Kiriko's back. Then Junker Queen. Can she touch? Yes. 2v3 of sorts. 2v2. Okay, good move on it. So being ready to jump on point, but also realizing if you don't have to be on point, it's safer for Ana to not be on point. And then the ball's back. We get a drop. Yeah, there we go. Then at this point, when you get a target either on support or on the purple, don't C9, don't C9. Ooh, blue team almost C9 to that super hard. Or red team, rather. Okay, so okay, then trying to get a knife at Widowmaker. Tanks. So there are some tanks that are weaker to snipers. Junker Queen is weaker to snipers. I think it's like 2 or 3 headshots is all it takes to bring down a Junker Queen. But as far as being able to poke and risk taking 1 or 2 shots like that, it's better for a tank to do that than a squishy. It's a wild fight to bring all that back. I might need to come back and like recast just that part of the map. Do it as a short, because that was impressive. Both teams. So this part of the map, on hybrid maps like this, is frequently called the streets phase. So I'm going to give it like a bird's eye view that you don't really get when you're playing. Like, I think this is even past where Farah and Echo can fly. And anyone and seen these like knows I have way too much fun just looking at all the crazy map geometry that they've put in around here. But coming back down to earth, the streets phase basically puts you through a funnel. And the defense has an opportunity to get high ground and typically longer sight lines to defend this. So yeah, you got Widowmaker up here, throwing in shots right here on the point. Truthfully, if you're dealing with a Widowmaker like that up on the high ground, you're going to want to use this back flank to get around. You have a couple options. You can come up this way and come around over the top and shorten that distance like a soldier or Cassidy can fight. Or, up here, you can come over here to the left. There's this back door that comes up here. And wait, there's more. You can even come up over here and take the stairs and like, boom. Just, yeah, there you go, Tracer. And clear that high ground. Some people will come down this way to try to create some cross poke. That's another viable option if you're in a decently balanced hyper duel. Yeah, oh, good job getting up there, creating pressure. Didn't necessarily get the kill, but forced the Widow out, forced the Suzu cooldown. Again, using the map space as a resource. The game is very much a first-person shooter. Shooters shoot shots. Take too many shots, you get reset. Yep, just like that. Juno back to spawn. But create enough pressure. You can end up forcing teams. Okay, so you got reset. From over here, you get like back, top, down from the defense point of view. And getting having a mercy boost in this Widow is awesome. It's a little overkill on Widowmaker technically, but still mercy boosted body shots or even boosted headshots on tanks. It's still technically a plus. But boosting the best player oh, that's a gnarly 1-2. Really good rampage.
I've got you in my sights.
Illuminated.
Right. It's a really good one. There. Juno's gonna make it out. Okay. So this is quite possibly the most popular spot for Ashe and Widowmaker to really do some damage. Yeah, it was like that. Boom. Clicks on little bash and clicks on the tank. And Tracer doing Tracer things. Ooh, rooted actually. Now, watch this. The Tracer has to recall, doesn't get the kill, but in the meantime, look what happened to the rest of the team. Again, using space as a resource, Tracer didn't kill the Widow. Widow didn't kill the Tracer, so it was a bit of a draw that created a 4v4. So basically it's one tank, one DPS, and two supports running into each other, and removing that barrier allowed the 4v4 to go in the red team's favor. So great job using map geometry on that one. There are times, whether it be a player who's just on a hot streak, or just we play a very wide range of skills in play versus, you're going to run into players that just have a higher skill cap. And it might be, okay, they are a better first-person shooter mechanical player. If you use the map geometry better, your chances of winning go up.